If you are anything like I was, you feel the immense frustration of, on one hand, feeling like this ultra ambitious person who has all these big dreams and goals, but then on the other hand, watching yourself snooze these ambitious alarms, scroll endlessly through social media, and just get drawn into distractions. And I remember telling myself over and over and over again that tomorrow I'll change, but the cycle just kept repeating itself. And you're not alone in this. Every ambitious person goes through this phase, but the truth is, there is a version of you that doesn't do any of these things. There's a version of you that doesn't sleep in, that doesn't procrastinate, that doesn't get drawn into distractions. And you know that this is true because you see the visions that flicker across your mind and you get bursts of inspiration to act in this direction. So it's not that you don't have the capabilities to achieve these goals or that you're not an ambitious person. It's that you haven't discovered what it takes to unlock it. For years, I would tell myself that I'm this ambitious person, but my actions just didn't reflect it. I would get bursts of motivation that would fizzle out after a couple of weeks. I would waste hours on distractions. I would avoid discomfort. I would even take action on small, insignificant tasks, just chasing the dopamine of accomplishment, knowing that I was procrastinating the tasks that would actually move the needle forward. And then one day I came across this one psychological concept that has absolutely shifted everything. And it has allowed me to boost my productivity where I can work 4-hour time blocks. I have ultra clarity on what it is I'm working towards. I can stay focused and dialed in on what it is I'm doing. And the good news is it doesn't drain any of my energy or cause me to get burnt out. Now, once you take the knowledge that I am about to go over and turn that into understanding through application, you'll be able to see the exact same thing in your life as well. So this psychological concept is the logical levels of change. It's actually the neurological levels of change, and it was developed by an early NLP practitioner, Robert Dilts, and he identified that there was 6 levels that change can take place on, and he put these levels into a triangle. And what I want to highlight here is that the higher up the triangle goes, the more powerful the change is. So if you can change on a higher level, then that automatically shifts everything else that comes underneath it. So let's get into this here. So at the bottom level here, we have your environment. So this is your physical surroundings. And just because it's at the bottom level doesn't mean that you don't see significant change here. You definitely do. And this is your physical surroundings. So your house, your clothes, your car, the people that you surround yourself with. Your environment will dictate the actions that you take. So if you can have your environment set up in a way that supports your actions, you'll be able to see some change here. But one of the best ways to change your environment is through your actions. And that takes us to the second level here, which is your behaviors. So say, for example, you have the goal of wanting to lose weight. Well, some of the behaviors that you could take or the actions that you could take to lose this weight would be to start meal prepping. And through the action of meal prepping, you then take all of the bad food out of your environment and change that over with positive food or good food through your behaviors and actions. So you can see here how the actions and behaviors that you have can shift your environment. It might be doing a complete cleanup or doing an audit of your room or of your car. So the actions that you take will be able to shift your environment. So you can see here how each level is able to shift the levels below it. So going on to the next level here, we have skills and capabilities. Now, skills and capabilities are a collection of behaviors. So if you have the goal of wanting to achieve a marathon, then you have to be capable of achieving a marathon. And in order to be capable of achieving a marathon, there are actions that have to be put in place to achieve that outcome. So in order to develop the capabilities of this goal, the actions and behaviors that would take place would be having a specific meal plan, having a specific workout routine, run routine, recovery, water, the whole lot, all these different behaviors that come together to create the skills and the capabilities of achieving that outcome. But the biggest influence of feeling like you are able to become capable of something takes us onto our next level here, which is your beliefs. So in order to feel like you can run a marathon, then you have to believe that you can. And I remember 2 years ago when Sky and I ran our marathons, the reason why I ran it was because I always had the belief that I'm not a runner. I don't do long distance running. I'd prefer to just stay in the gym. But when I shifted that belief and I set the goal of running a marathon, I had to change that through my actions. And I had to first believe that I actually could become capable of doing that. So you can see here how the beliefs can then influence everything else. If you believe something to be true, it's very difficult to act out of accordance with that. So getting to the deepest level here, which influences our behaviors and the capabilities and skills that we can develop, is our beliefs. So this is what shifts everything else underneath it. And then going to the next level here, we have your identity. Now, your identity is a collection of beliefs, and you have all these different beliefs about different things, and these different beliefs create your identity. So if you can shift your identity at the deepest level, that then allows you to shift everything else underneath here. Now, it seems like we are at the top of the triangle here, but there is another level, and this level is your mission. Now, this is what has absolutely shifted everything for me. Once you understand and have a clearly articulated mission or vision, then that provides a very potent fuel for you to take action in. And once I discovered this and I realized that what I feel my mission is right now is to enhance the human experience through growth, connection, and collaboration, that has just lit a fire inside me. And all of the actions that I'm taking are burning from this different type of fuel, which doesn't burn out or get overwhelmed or drain my energy. So once I understood this and I shifted this at the deepest level, it has changed everything else underneath it. We are now building out the version 2.0 community, which is a community and a program designed to help people with achieving goals in a much shorter period of time. So I've just gone all in on this because I first figured out what this was and what it is I feel I am here to do. So this is key. This is the key that unlocks all the other locks. Once you understand this and you start here, it then shifts everything else underneath here, because you'll know what identity you have to work towards that mission. You'll understand the beliefs that you'll have to have, the capabilities, the behaviors, what type of environment the person who has this mission or is working towards this mission has. So everything else aligns itself to this mission. And this is why it gives you a different type of fuel, because you know what actions to take or what actions not to take, depending on whether they're in alignment with your mission or not, which allows you to remove distraction, to stop procrastinating. It'll give you extra clarity and focus so that you know what it is you need to do every single day. So understanding this is the foundation of everything to shift all of this. And there's specific guidelines and frameworks that can be put in place to understand this, but you have to start here. Start here, and all of these will be able to become a lot more easier, and you can align everything to that. So that is the logical levels of change, and that is what has been an absolute game changer for me. And if you are an entrepreneur or a creative who is experiencing lack of focus, distraction, procrastination, and you're wanting more clarity, focus, energy so that you can take productive action in the direction of your goals, then we can help you do that through the version 2.0 community, where you will get frameworks similar to these so that you can get that clarity, one-on-one support, and a group of like-minded individuals who think like you do. So all you've got to do is just click the link below, watch the video, book a call, and we'll continue the conversation on the call. If you have any other questions, just DM me at Mason Gothard on Instagram and I will get back to you.